This is the Tecno Spark 40. I have a feeling Apple will be copying this design in a few months. If you've been following the iPhone 17 rumors, then you know that this is what it's going to look like. It's very clear that Tecno designed this phone to look like the iPhone 17s. And this is not the first time they're doing this. They did it with the Spark 10, they also did it with the Spark 20, and I think they'll keep doing it because it's a strategy that works. If it didn't work, they wouldn't keep doing it. I also think that the people who actually buy phones at this price point either don't care that it looks like an iPhone or really care that it looks like an iPhone. Let me know what you guys think though. Do you care? Do you not care? Let's chat in the comments. I initially did not like this design, but the more I used it, the more I started to like it. I think it looks nice. It looks stylish, especially in the colors they released it in. There are 4 of them. I got the black, but honestly I would have preferred the white or titanium grey. I think those look more stylish. The Spark 40 is also quite durable. I mean, it's made of plastic, so a couple falls here and there would be fine. And then this also has an IP64 rating, so you can use this while it's raining or while at the beach and not worry that it would get damaged. This phone also comes with a fingerprint sensor. It's on the right side of the phone and works pretty well. Might not be the fastest, but it's pretty accurate. So that's it for design, build quality, and colors. Now let's talk specs. For 142,700 Naira, you get these specs. These are respectable specs. This is what you'd get for most of the phones at this price. But I would also add that this phone comes with some of the features that you wouldn't find on most other phones at this price. I'll explain as the video progresses. As shown earlier, this has a 720p 120Hz LCD display. This is the typical display spec for phones at this price. It's decent, as you'd expect. You would be able to watch YouTube videos, Netflix movies, and you'd be pretty satisfied with its quality. Colors look alright, and as long as you're not pixel peeping, it would be sharp enough too. Interestingly, on YouTube, you can watch videos up to 4K. This is a 720p display, so that 4K, yeah, it's not true 4K. It's sharp though. While I was watching videos, I was also testing this phone's speakers. There are 2 of them, and I think they're decent. Quite loud actually. The Spark 40 has a headphone jack. So with this phone, you can watch videos or listen to music with wired earphones. Tecno also gives you wired earphones in this phone's box, which I know people would appreciate. In the box, they also give you a charger and a charging cable, so you get all accessories with the Spark 40. The Helio G81 processor is what Tecno went with in the Spark 40. It was released sometime last year, it was popular then, and it's still popular now. By that I mean a couple of the phones at this price point use this chipset as well. But how's its performance? Well, it's fine. This would do light multitasking easily. This would also play your favorite games, but at low to medium graphics settings. This would handle your everyday tasks pretty well. Phone calls, texting, social media, watching YouTube videos, and even gaming. It's just that it might be a little bit slow when doing these things. If you're a heavy user or someone who likes to play a lot of demanding games, this phone isn't really built for that. So you need to have the right expectations. If you do, I don't think you would be disappointed with this phone's performance. The Spark 40 is running on iOS version 15.1 on top of Android 15. It's not going to be as feature-packed as some of their more expensive phones, but this still comes with a lot of features. We get the screencast feature, I use that a lot. This also has the upgraded dynamic port. It's now more functional. Surprisingly, this has the always on display feature, even though this phone has an LCD display. This phone also comes with some Tecno AI features, like Ella, Tecno's AI voice assistant. There are also writing tools on this phone. You can fix grammatical and spelling errors. There are things you can do with documents. You can summarize them, get information from them. There are a couple of these AI features on this phone that you can play around with. It's really nice that even at this budget level, we still get some really good AI features. Another thing we get at this budget level is a lot of bloatware. You can of course uninstall these apps to free up some space. I would recommend that, because on phones like this, if you have more storage, you would have a better experience. Even though I just said that, I would also add that with this phone, you're not really going to have storage issues. This phone comes with either 128 or 256 gigs of storage, and then you can expand that storage using an SD card. So yeah, no storage issues. One app that comes with the Spark 40 that you shouldn't uninstall is Freelink. That app basically lets you send messages and make phone calls for free using Bluetooth. If you're around someone else who has the Freelink app on their phone, their device would pop up and you'd be able to send messages to them and call them. This would work as long as the other person isn't more than 30 meters away from you. I tried this with Valor and it worked really well. I guess this is a feature that would be useful to those who live in the same house or hostel, or maybe work in the same building. It's a way to communicate for free. Let me know if you would use this feature. The Spark 40 has just one camera at the back, even though it looks like it has three. That camera is a 50 megapixel main sensor, and it's this one right here. The other two, as you can see, aren't camera sensors. I believe one of them is the IR blaster. We all know what that does, but for those that don't, it basically lets you use your phone to control electronic appliances. It's a nice feature to have. Going back to the cameras now, these are some pictures I took with this phone. In my opinion, it takes pretty okay images. With enough light, you can get quite good looking images. It handles color well, it's very true to life. It's not the most detailed, but I think it's detailed enough. Dynamic range too seems to be working well here. The main camera is quite good with good lighting. In less than ideal lighting though, it does start to look soft. So like I always say, just try to give the camera a good amount of light and you get decent results. The selfie camera is 8 megapixels, and just like the main camera, just give it enough light and you would get pretty okay results. Okay, so you're currently looking at the front-facing camera of the Spark 40. Right next to me should be the rear-facing camera. I'm shooting both in 2K. Surprisingly, both the front-facing camera and rear camera can shoot in 2K. There is no stabilization. It's not too bad, at least from what I'm looking at, it's not too bad. But let me know what you guys think of the video quality as well as the audio quality. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. So far, the Spark 40 specs have kind of been in line with other 150k smartphones. But the battery segment is where it sets itself apart. The battery size is about 5,200 mAh. So this has a pretty big battery. Unless you're trying to kill it, it should last you a whole day easily. I watched a show for an hour and this lost just 7%. Doing the math, you should be able to stream content for at least 13 hours straight. That's really impressive. What's even more impressive is this phone's charging speed. The Spark 40 supports 45 watts of wired charging. Most of the phones support 18, but I did see one that supported 25. But yeah, this is 45. So how fast does it charge? Well, I did a charging test and it took this phone just an hour and 5 minutes to fully charge. For 150k, no other phone as of right now would charge this quickly. For me, this is a feature that sets this phone apart from other 150k smartphones. I can definitely see a lot of people buying this phone just because of how fast it charges. So that's the Tecno Spark 40. It's actually a pretty good phone. One thing I would add though is that this is kind of a downgrade from the Spark 30. The Spark 30 has a better camera setup and a better display. But the thing is, the Spark 30 was never actually released here in Nigeria. So I'm not really sure if this counts as a successor to that. So that's why throughout this video, I kept comparing this to similarly priced phones and not the Spark 30. Just wanted to add that. For the price, I think this is a really good smartphone. It handles the basics quite well, but also has some interesting additional features like Freelink or the AI features, and of course, it's really fast charging. Let me know what you guys think of this phone down in the comments. Stay tuned for the Pro Plus review. I may or may not already have that phone. Thank you guys so much for watching this one, and I'll see you when you see me.